Hey everyone, this is Jay. Man, a video I never want to make, but I just want to get my thoughts out. So just kind of bear with me. I want to share a story, something about Chadwick Boseman. I want to share a story that I've shared on live streams before, but I think I just want to get it out. His family left a statement. If you don't know, I'm sure everybody knows by now, Chadwick Boseman, who played Black Panther, passed away today, 43 years old. He was diagnosed in 2016, and he battled through this cancer while still, filming and inspiring and trying to change young people and impact their lives. And I had the amazing privilege of taking young people from the Boys and Girls Club and from an after-school program to go and see Black Panther. When it opened, I filled a bus up and just went out there. And, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, another superhero movie. I love Marvel superheroes, and I watched it. I enjoyed the film. And went back, and I never knew the impact that movie had on these young people until the days that followed. I saw young people, fifth graders, sixth graders, because I'm a school teacher, and at the school I was at the time, and they began writing papers. Some of them went to get other books to start reading. These are kids that I knew that hated reading, that didn't want anything to do with that. I saw them like wanting to read more about Black Panther. I seen them take an interest in this character and the pride that they felt. It was cool to see them like, oh, what if Black Panther could beat this superhero, and what's going to happen when he goes up against this superhero, and the impact that it had made in that not community per se, but in these students that I saw was huge. Like I said, they began to write papers, ask questions, began to read. They were inspired. Halloween came. They wanted everyone to dress like, didn't matter what race, what gender. They wanted everyone to dress up like Black Panther, to be like, yes, man, we want Wakanda here. To have them write these stories about how Wakanda could be a reality, and it amazed me. It amazed me because I never saw a movie impact these young people that I had worked with like this. And when people would ask me, "Did you like the film? It was okay. It was this," I was like, I love the movie because of what it did. And if you can create a movie to impact young people and to help young people get better and to help young people want to better themselves, then you did something right. You did something very right. And for me, it was awesome to see that firsthand. So that movie will always be special to me. We then showed the Jackie Robinson film. I believe it's called 42. I could be, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to get my thoughts out here. And they're like, oh my gosh, Black Panther was in this movie, and it's just the impact that this man had in the lives of the students that I was working with. So I could only imagine how much more he impacted others. And now through this, to see that he was a fighter, man, that he didn't want to quit, that he wasn't going to quit, that he wasn't going to give up, that he was pushing through, his legacy and everything is just forever, will just be impactful for forever. And it just makes you think so much about life when you see someone this age. Some of you are listening, could be younger, it could be older. It's just like, life is such a precious gift. And what are you going to do with it? What kind of impact are you going to have on the people around you with this gift of life? We got one life. We got one shot. We got one moment that we could totally waste. We could waste our lives on just finding like simple pleasures and you know, passing time through whatever we do. Or you could use your life to impact just one person, to make one person better. You know, helping one person achieve their goals, encouraging one person to get where they need to be, maybe teaching that one person something that they need that you could teach them. You know, I've seen the impact of there's people in this world that are good at art, and there are young people that would love to be taught. There are people in this world that are great with numbers. You know, they're good at budgeting and accounting and all that. And there are people that are not, and they could use your help. There are people that are amazing listeners. There are people that are good musicians, and there are people that would love to have lessons but can't afford it. There are people that are excellent at teaching reading. The list goes on and on and on. The list goes on and on. You have a gift inside of you that the world needs. And we can sit back and listen to the excuses and the lies that we are constantly told, that we're too old, that we're too young, that we're too ugly, that we're too this, that we're too poor, that we're not smart enough, that we're not this enough, that we're not that enough. And listen to those lies and begin to believe them and sit on our gifts while the world just passes us by. Or you can just take a chance and just begin to impact somebody. It's just that simple. You have a gift that I don't have. And you might not think it's important, but it could be important to somebody else. We got to start using these gifts to impact those while we still have breath in our lungs. I mean, 43 it's really technically not that old if you look at it. And if you're still breathing, you still have purpose, you still have value, you still matter. Whether the world tells you otherwise, it's the truth. It is the truth. And you have to believe it. And if you don't believe it, then I could tell you a million times in the face that you're valuable, and you won't believe it until you begin to believe it. Go out there, man. Impact just one person. Just one person. Anyway, these are my thoughts. Sorry, it might have gone long-winded if you made it all the way to the end. Anyway, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.